humanity. Putting truth in these lines while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray we all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is gonna send you big. Lock the door.
Professor Belly Bell, the Hood Postman, back with Big Drac, Crazy Drac, Schoolyard Crip. How's it going, bro?
Oh man, it's a beautiful day, man. It's lovely, man.
That's it, man. Drac, I want you to go back in and reiterate on the starting lineup of Schoolyard. The starting lineup.
Damn, homie, damn, you going way back. I wasn't even a part of that. I mean, he's a G. Yeah, you know, because when the hood, you know, I was a baby West Boulevard, I guess, but I know the hood was in 78. But the starting lineups, man, the original Schoolyard, this is facts, man. But let me introduce, this is Big Drac, man. I ain't trying to be bigger than nobody. I just know my history. I made it a goal to know my history. When I was hitting all them level 4s, I've been around the best. I used to sit in the cell with James Miller in Lancaster back in '97. We was on A-Yard. James Miller, if y'all heard of James Miller, you know who James Miller is.
Big James Miller,
Big James Miller. Yeah, there you go. He said it before I said it. But anyway, I learned from him. I was on them yards with these dudes. But now I'm gonna just say the starting lineup for my set, the dude that started Schoolyard Crip, his name was Kevin Darling. I didn't know Kevin Darling. I was a child, so these guys is my G homies, double G homies. You know what I'm saying? But I know Kevin Darling. I met Kevin Darling. I used to be in Kevin Darling's house. I know his whole family. That's the nigga. That's the brother that started Schoolyard Crip. Then part of that also was Kevin Rome. Then you had my homeboy Big Ray. Big Ray is the original Big Casper. Then you had OG Nelson. Rest in peace. Nelson got killed, if I'm not mistaken. I was in St. John's Boys Home in 1982. I think Nelson got killed in 82 when we were squabbling with the 6-0s at the skating ring. You know, we out there squabbling, fighting, and the homie had to break across the street, across Venice, and there was some crossfires. One of the security guards was busting on the homie. Make a long story short, Nelson died. You understand? That's what the beef with us and the 6-0s is really about. That's why they lasted so long, because of that. But they didn't kill him. But anyway, then you had the homeboy Charles, the original Schoolyard. Then you had old Droopy. You had Big O Chico. It's an older dude. He used to come up to Queen Anne Park. I don't know what happened to him. Then I can't leave out Ken Capone, rest in peace. That's KC. His little brother Dre, KC, rest in peace. Then you had Gerald Brown, which I mentioned before, which is G Capone, one in the hand god, and his brother Michael Brown. Then the OG, a lot of people don't know. I know these names because, like I said, I've been living in my area since 1972. I stayed on Adams and Orange Drive. I've been going by Queen Anne Park since 1976, so I was living in that area before Schoolyard came out. Don't you know? But as far as Schoolyard,
what was there before?
What was there before? You had a lot of Bible. But back then, you had gangs like Rock and Roll Gangsters. You had the Bible Crips. You had the Harlem Godfathers over there. You had, like I said, you had the Midtown Families over there. You had a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? The hood came out because, you know, and like I say, Kevin Darling and them, they was tired of it because the homies was playing football with other gangs, with gang members, and everybody had a gang and shit. And the Kevin Darling, the homies was at Alta Loma. We got an elementary school in our hood. It sits between Vineyard and Rempart. When you go up my hood, you can go down, you can come off Washington, make a right, if you're going down Washington, coming off Crenshaw, getting off the 10 freeway, going east, you go down Washington, you go down Washington, going west, you make a right on Rempart, you keep pushing, and you go up, you make a right on St. Elmo and Rempart, and you keep going. There's gonna be a school to your left. That's elementary. That is the original Schoolyard Crip school.
I was just getting ready to ask you that. What made them choose the name Schoolyard?
As I said, Kevin Darling, the homies was at the park. They used to hop the gate and sit up in there. Kevin Darling, Kevin Jackson, Big Ray. We had the homie named Master Blaster. Master Blaster was actually one of the first schoolyards too with Kevin Darling.
Wait a minute, you talking about the Master Blaster from Jungles?
Davey Carter, if that's his name, Davey Carter. He was one of the first. He started the set, him and Kevin Darling. But anyway, the story on Davey Carter, Master Blaster, he ended up turning Black P Stone. And I found out he became a reputable, and he took all his aggression out on the schoolyards. He came over there and shot up a lot of my homies. He shot my homeboy Big Swan up, buck shots. He did a lot of work. These are the original schoolyard Crips. Kevin Darling, Kevin Rome, OG Chico, Ken Capone, you know, Charles, that's the original, you know, Big Lane, Roscoe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now as far as me, I've been a Baby West schoolyard since 1980. I always claimed the set when I went over there by Queen Anne Park. I was a little bit going back and forth because I was claiming West Boulevard Crip in 78 and 79. Facts. I was going to the disco train with the OGs. You can ask my homegirl Jackpot. You can ask my homie Capone. I'm the truth when it comes to this West Side shit and this Midtown Crip shit. I ain't no nigga that moved over here claiming 4-5 sets, then all of a sudden you start claiming this set. I'm a motherfucker born and raised over here. Straight up. Schoolyard Crip came out my mouth in 1980. You know what I'm saying? I was a dude when the Tiny Loco Crips came out in 81 when my homeboy Capone started the Tiny Loco. Capone, Screwy, Bodine, and all that. Capone led the way, but I was the leader. And he looked up to me. I showed him how to steal cars, how to steal out of thrift. I always been that dude when it came up because I was always advanced. And the only reason I wasn't a Tiny Loco because I was already hanging out with the homies Big Casper, Big Roscoe, Big Swan, and them, Big Ray. I was allowed to be over there on Pickford and Rimpar at the homie Casper house. I'm gonna say the schoolyard house. Mama Gwen, rest in peace. Those are the original schoolyard mamas. Mama Gwen, Yvonne, rest in peace. Then later on came the Mayfields and all them, which is, you know, she stayed up on 17 House, the homie Mike mama. You know what I'm saying? But Mike wasn't a part of this started lineup because he didn't move in the hood till like 79. A lot of these dudes that y'all think is G's, this is the real schoolyards that I named. In the top squabblers from the set, but it's always gonna be Big Bodine. I came behind Big Bodine. You know what I'm saying? My brother was from the set before me. My brother was the #1 shooter from the set. The first shooter that we actually had from the set was the homeboy V, Vincent Cole. He just did 41 years from the set. He just now getting out since 1980. When we first got beef with the PBGs. He just now getting out from that 187 when they killed my homeboy Bam Bam at a house party. And the homeboys retaliated at LA High. Well, my homeboy just now getting out 41 years, and that was in 1980. You know what I'm saying? I'm official. I'm a real Crip when it came to this banging stuff. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need to put no fake stuff, but you know, look, check this out. If anybody want to ask about Drac, call my homeboy Capone. His name is Compton Wilson. Ask my homeboy Crip Cal. Call my brother Big 4-5. You know what I'm saying? My brother Big 4-5 was a gunner. Ask them dudes over there across Crenshaw. Some of them got one eye to this day because of my brother. Because that's why you think they call him 4-5. You know what I'm saying? He orchestrated how to bust on motherfuckers, how to do his shit. Yeah, Big 4-5, the little skinny dude with the Jerry curl. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you been banging that long, who got one eyeball over there? Yeah, figure that out. Yeah. But other than that,
I just saw some footage of you, right?
Shit.
And the footage captured you running behind some dude. I think he was running across a major...
Actually, I'm going to show y'all this video, man. This is me. This was at my homeboy J-Bone funeral. Rest in peace, man. I love J-Bone. He from my generation, Thunderdorm. We had to deal with them PBGs and them Marbles and all that back in the early 80s. 82. You know what I'm saying? I was hitting Juvenile Hall in 81, right with my homie Big Bodine. Schoolyard Crip in 81. Facts. Ain't no 82. I've been banging the hood since 80. You know what I'm saying? Just like the homegirls, they know me. The homegirl Jackpot, Dimples. Come on, Black Lisa, Yo-Yo, Sandy. These are the original motor booties from the set. Some of them was West Boulevard, but we got them all.
Why they call them motor booties?
Because they all had booty. And I used to go to the disco, train them at 10 years old, ask them, call my homegirl Jackpot. Everything I speak is fact. I was inducted into this Crip shit at a young age. I was a blessing when I came over there to the school. The only reason I followed suit because of my brother.
When I saw that clip of you, some guy was running.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me get back.
Behind him.
Okay, yeah, let me get back to that. Because I'm kind of heated up on something. Let me pump my brake. My homeboy J-Bone, for those that remember J-Bone, his name was James Crennington. We were all YA baby. James Crennington had died. You know, he's okay now. But we had his funeral on Crenshaw, y'all. I was up there inside, and when I came out, it was a guy outside with dreadlocks on. From my understanding, he was saying, I'm from BPS, this and that, fuck, scrap, fuck. And before I got out there, he was already on one. And I'm just shocked, because I'm gonna keep it 100.
This is at a funeral?
This is at my funeral. At a funeral, my homie J-Bone. This was back in, it was by like, whenever Jay, it was like
a lot of
4
emotions
years.
in it.
But the whole point, but the whole point is, look, if y'all can see me, I come outside. I got my polo on, blue shirt on. I got my thing on. I keep my burner because my mind is on this other nigga. I'm just waiting on the motherfucker just look at me or just do anything because I'm on some other shit though. And I was sipping on some Hennessy. So I come outside the funeral home. I see this nigga in the middle of the street. Nigga, fuck scrap, this Blackstone. But I'm looking at the niggas in front of him. I see the nigga Mike. I see these other niggas. And I see the little homegirl Cody in the street arguing with this dude. My little homegirl is on this blood nigga. He dissing the set at a reputable funeral. My homie Big J-Bone. And this nigga still talking. Fuck, if y'all think he got a gun on him, this is a Crip funeral. How can this be happening? But this is me. I'm 56, so I was probably like 53 at this time. So immediately I looked at him, sized him up, start walking. He still popping, like, what's up, OG, what you doing? I said, man, look, let me just holler at you. And I just timed it. As soon as he started running, I came behind him and I tripped him. Bam, the nigga fall down, I'm on him, trying to kick his head off his shoulder. Bam. The whole fact is this dude was out here probably like 5 or 10 minutes before I came out. Now, fuck the gangbanging part, it's about respect. Everything that came out of his mouth was disrespected. I got young homies out here. I got these old niggas out here that want to be shot callers. Why old po Lil Drac still got to come out here and get active? But motherfuckers always trying to assassinate my character and my reputation. Nigga, ain't nobody put more work in like me when it comes to school.
When I looked at the clip, I saw you.
It's some, man. Yeah.
And then you beat him up and snatched his pants off. He's out there naked.
Because I wanted to humiliate him because I had my gun. Because it would have been nighttime, I probably would have shot his punk ass. So I got a way to humiliate because I learned that from the big homies in the county jail, 4800. Even though I didn't like a lot of it, but I learned a lot of shit. A lot of motherfuckers. I wasn't no band and nothing like that. I couldn't do that shit. I couldn't be in jail, doing that because my set wasn't that big with me behind the wall. So I didn't have no room for no mistakes. You dig what I'm saying? So So other than that, man, yeah, the guy that filmed that, he was dining outside with his girlfriend. He was actually from PBG. He knew it was a schoolyard funeral across the street. So he was filming them because at the time the homies would be still tripping on PBGs, but I don't trip on them. And he was just filming us. And then I'm chasing this dude. He thinking that we coming over to him like we knew who he was. And all along he kept filming, and that's how that footage happened. And he knew one of the homies from the set, and he called him. And he sent my homie the video, and they started sending the video out, and he put the soundtrack on it. Oh yeah, one more thing I like to correct, man, about the hood. When we was talking about the original lineup, the homies, let's focus on that a little bit because this is a serious topic because I don't want to mislead my young homies. When I mean the starting lineup, y'all, is the original people that starts the game. That was there in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? This starting lineup might last for a year. It might last for 2 years. But the purpose of a starting lineup, everybody have assignments. You got to have a recruit system. You understand what I'm saying? So the starting lineup was the ones I named, which was Kevin Darling, Big Lane, and all them names. So also, one of the first shooters from the set to put the work in was the homie Big V, Vincent Cole. And when that started happening, a lot of these guys that was part of the starting lineup started backing out because they didn't want the drama with the violence because motherfuckers was coming looking for us, But then you got that second generation. The second generation after that starting lineup started coming around like in 79 and 80. And that's when when Big Blue came around. I think Mike came around like in the mid 80s or something, because he came from another area. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these young homies think the G's they seeing now are the original Schoolyard. They are not the original Schoolyard. My little homies, I'm gonna say little homies, even though we the same age, because they allowed me to have leadership of the tiny locos. I was showing them how to steal cars, G-rides. I would steal the cars for my homie Big Ray and park the car. The same day, I'm gonna tell you a fact. This is a fact. Call my homie, call Capone. This is a fact. Call Big Swan. When Master Blaster, Davy Carter bust on the homies, I'm the one went out and stole all the cars. If I'm not mistaken, this was in 81. Well, I stole the G-Rides and parked them over there at my homie Ray's house. It was a van and it was a Toyota. And we went up in the jungles. I'm not saying that this was back in 1981. So I was 13 years old putting work in with the G homies. And that's one of the reasons why the Tiny Locals became Tiny Locals, because they used to always say, why Drac get to hang with y'all? They tell them to go away. They would tell Capone to leave. They'll tell Kawan to leave. You know what I'm saying? Dada, I mean, not Dada, I was still a little kid, but they'll tell these guys to leave, but I will always come because I was already advanced. And that's why they say, fuck that, let's do our own thing. And Capone, my homie Capone is the one who started Tiny Loco, you know, and that's what it was. But I was still, you know, running shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I was, like I said, I was advanced. And also what I want to say, when the homie Blue came around, you know, like I say, our closest allies at that time when we was coming out was gangs like the Harlem. The Harlem 30s always had a part of the schoolyards. The Harlem 30 was always in our hood before the schoolyards. So they was off the top. This was even before the vintage show lines and all that. We used to just go out there and hang out with the vintage. Then my family got, my homeboy Tootie and them, they got, you know, a lot of family from vintage. You know, Mommy Crazy D and all that. But other than that, you know, I used to write Schoolyard 30s on the wall in 81, 80. My homeboy Big Blue used to write it. So we never really had a number, but our number was trade. Schoolyards was 3 times. So anybody tell you anything different, that's a fucking lie. Even though the little homies pushing deuces now, that's cool. But it's always been 3 times. You see these 3 motherfucking teardrops, 3 dots, everything is 3 times.
Lock the door.
Cali Finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money, got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off top, diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing, they see me shining. That's hard work, proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me, that's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted to this paper stacking, and I don't talk about it, I just make it happen.